What up, YouTube? So we are back with the Mr2 k20z1 build. As you can see, it's time to do our fuel system. I got my fuel filter, I got my fuel regulator, which is from K20z, and then I got my steel braided lines, and then I got a couple AN fittings that I needed and used that didn't come with the regulator and stuff. So what I need to do is I need to delete that line right there. I'm gonna take that filter out so it makes it look a little more cleaner in here. Mount up the other one, figure out where we're gonna mount it at, and see if we can get this car to get fuel pressure, and then see if we can get it to start today. So let me go ahead and start mounting this up and seeing how I'm gonna run the lines, and then we'll come back and show you exactly what I did, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this knocked out for you, and then we'll come back. All right, so we are back and we have our fuel system finally complete. So I'm running a K20z fuel regulator and a PQY fuel filter. I went with this size this time since it's got more microns, I guess, to make sure the fuel stays clean. These are E85 lines ready with the Teflon inside of them. And yeah, so everything's all buttoned up. Let me show you where the feed and return is, so in case you guys are doing your own system, you'll know. So the top is just your return line, not really a high pressure line at all, but this one is at the bottom. So that's going to be your feed from your fuel pump, and I deleted the stock fuel filter that was right here, which I have to paint and clean all that up. But since I have this fuel filter, we're good. So I got my feed line coming from the, I guess, the right side to the fuel rail, and then my feed from my fuel pump is on the left side, and then my return is just at the bottom right here. So pretty simple setup. The next thing I wanted to show you guys is the immobilizer I wired up. Sooner or later I'll show you guys how to actually wire this up. I didn't really want to give up that information yet because it's kind of still of a secret out there, and I'm kind of waiting for more people to view my videos, and that way you guys can all get the information. But got that wired up as well. This is a stock 0506 ECU, so the wiring is a little bit different from the 0204, just to let you guys know out there. So in order to get the car started, you do need your main grounds as well. So I have one mount on the transmission, one on my intake manifold, one on the intake manifold for the engine harness. If you're running Honda gasket between here, this is stock though, you should run it off of here, off the actual stud. And then my other one is right here on the side cover. And that's it. That's all the ground you need to get the motor to start. Right now I'm just waiting for the battery to charge up, and then we'll go ahead and give it a startup. Another thing I did have to do is I had to recut this. This is a bypass line for the heater hoses. So I'll be finishing on that with the hose clamp next, and then we'll be cutting it right around here for this hose right here, so we can connect both heater hoses. So this one's gonna go to the outer one, and then the inner one will just go straight to the water pump housing. So that'll all be clear as far as the hoses on top. The bottom hose, let's see if I can see it down here, but I basically chop the hose right around here, and then use the stock factory hose and just run it straight. So yeah, you can just chop it right around here and then use the factory hose, and it goes straight to the thermostat with no problems. But that's most likely all going to be finished on the next video, because I still got to modify the intake, bleed the clutch, and I have to order the thermostat, I mean not thermostat, but the radiator cap kind of like adapter, so we can put a reserve on here and be able to fill up our radiator fluid. Also need to put on the belt and put on the throttle cable. But right now, today, we're just gonna get this car started and tie up a couple things, and that'll be it for today. So wait for this battery and then we'll come back. So got our battery all on and charged up. Cluster's not wired up yet, so alright, so as you can see, it starts right up. Sounds good. Just gotta get the mount on here. It only has 2 mounts. Get some fluid in here, but as you can see, it is running on stock ECU. It's a PRB815, so this is the 05 to 06 ECU. No K tuner or Honda, just on the actual key and immobilizer. So now that I know everything is running and starting, I can start cleaning up everything, wiring up everything, but that'll all be next video. I'll show you guys how to wire up the cluster for an 0506 wiring. We'll go ahead and get all the radiator lines finished up and tightened up. Bleed the clutch line, throttle cable, and then we'll get the thermostat. The radiator cap on here, and should be able to go for a test drive, see how it feels. So if you haven't liked, share, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. If you want to give me a holler on Instagram, it's KSeriousWorks. You can hit me up on here, or you can hit me up on my email, honda.mike1988@gmail.com. And stay tuned, guys. Still got a lot more content coming in. Spider build, finishing up this one, and then the K20 hatch type R. We're going to be swapping or taking out the single cam. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you guys later.